Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Hopefully, hopefully, today I can actually stream. If you tuned in for the 10 minute, oh my god, it's already on the red. For the 10 minutes I was live yesterday, the bitrate was horrible. And I'm not talking like oh it's going to. I'm talking like it was like 300 kilobits per second, horrible. I just stopped the stream because it was like literally unwatchable, and then did a bit of troubleshooting. The morning the internet was completely fine. It's always around like after like like around 2 p.m. that it just completely falls. But yesterday was like unusable, like actually unusable. It's fine now. It dropped to the red for a little bit, but it's back on the green. I had a test stream running and it was mostly good, like nothing out of the ordinary, you know, like the usual problems we have. But yesterday was something else. I did change some settings, see if it works. I'll just quickly say what I did in case it helps anyone else. So basically, if you go to the advanced tab on your OBS, I changed the IP to IPv4 only. Where it says bind to IP, I put my, you have options. I put it to my computer's IP, like the local IP, and then I left dynamically change bitrate. I always had that just so frames don't drop. And then I disabled network optimizations, and for some reason it seems it could be. Let's see, well, for some reason it seems that is better. Network optimizations on was basically a requirement before for me. Like with that option disabled, it was horrible. Now with that option enabled, it's horrible. So who knows? The too long didn't read about it is, from what I've seen so far and the test I did before stream, we should be able to play the second DLC, the Rising Tide, relatively fine today. And yesterday was like an exceptionally bad internet day, and then the work. And yeah, now I have to say everything I say, let me restart. I tried to correct when I said say. I gotta say everything I said yesterday again, but it'll be much shorter because I won't be interrupted in every sentence with bitrate complaints. Anyway, point is, I know I said I was gonna stream this Monday, or what, like last Monday. I think I skipped a whole week and like 3 days. Basically, I stayed awake all Sunday, then went to sleep like at 2 p.m. Monday. I woke up like at 11 p.m, 12 a.m, something like that, and I just said, you know what, whatever, I'll just go back to sleep and stream today being Tuesday when I said that. And it happened again and again and again and again, a whole week, until like a couple days ago where I just stayed up, and even then I passed out like at 11 p.m. But I gotta stay up, and streaming is the easiest way to stay up. You know, I'm interested in the game, on the DLC, and streaming and the like. And we'll be good. We'll be good as long as the bitrate is good. We will be good. And every time I don't stream for a week, someone follows. This last week it was Ellis the Burb. So thank you for following me, Ellis. I know Ellis from All in All's Discord server. I do wonder how you got to my Twitch though. I mean, it's linked to my Discord. I wonder if they mentioned something about it in the server and I didn't see it. But yeah, basically today is just the second DLC. First DLC was great. You're gonna see by there's an autosave from when I tried to stream yesterday and it was horrible. It's well, it's not like perfect today, but it's fine. Like it's fine. I also reduced the bitrate to 10K. I normally do 12, which is the maximum recommended. 10K, it's fine. 10K is basically lossless for YouTube. Like it's AV1, and I think like no, lossless is not the word. Visually indistinguishable. Let me put it back at 12, see if it doesn't like completely crash. Because when I did my AV1 test, put the CQP like at 15, which is a ridiculously high quality number, and I think it was like it averaged around 11,000 kilobits per second. So setting it to 12, which is the max that YouTube recommends, and then using AV1, it's fine right now. Using AV1 should give YouTube like the highest quality, because YouTube will transcode it no matter what. Twitch is another story. Twitch, you really gotta limit yourself to like 720p. Unless you are I think it's a partner or affiliate, then you can go all the way to like 8,000, and you could probably do 1080p 60. But games that have a lot of movement, I would just leave it on 720p 60 and use it even Clive is fucking done with my bitrate talk. And use the why is my air conditioner so hot? Okay, good, cool. The room. Lower the temperature. What was I saying? Yeah, even if I had a choice, I'd just leave it at 720p and up the bitrate. I know Twitch is experimenting with like even bigger bit rates, but you know, 6,000 bitrate, 720p 60. It's not the best, but it's fine. It'll do the job. I think what they should do is accept better codecs. So like 720p, 6,000 bitrate, AV1 instead of H.264 or AVC, which is what it currently uses, it would look way better. Like way better. But anyway, I was just ranting so that I could keep an eye on the connection and the bitrate and stuff. But yeah, it's fine. I can stream today. I can play. Which I was very frustrated yesterday by the fact that I couldn't. Like I see it sometimes go down to like 3 bars and then back up to 4, but that's fine. That's honestly fine. As long as it, even if it goes onto the red, as long as it doesn't stay on the red for like more than 2, 3, like 5 seconds max. And even 5 seconds is like quite a bit. It'll be fine. And it's just going down to 2 bars. So good and bad that I had the problem yesterday, because I did manage to find some settings that helped somewhat. But we'll see. I like always, I have the very big suspicion that the problem is ISP related. But I don't wanna call. Oh no, I don't wanna have to call them and then explain and have someone come over and be like, when I stream, no, just work. Like that, just work. It worked perfectly for the better part of the year. Okay, it went down to 0. Really? 0? After I just did all that talk about it's good, I can probably stream. 0 kilobits per second. It completely lost connection. Okay, I'll wait for it. Come back. Oh my. There, it's back. Seems like it just lost connection for a little second, which don't do that again. Anyway, let's hope it oh my god, it works. I just want to play. I just want to play the DLC. I just want to stream the DLC and play it. Maybe if I stop talking about it, it'll work, you know? If I don't see it and don't talk about it, it'll work perfectly, right? Also, Stalker 2 came out today. I heard the reviews say it's a very good game, but in classic Stalker fashion, it is not very well optimized, and it's the bugs. The game is a jank. It's pure jank. And it's very buggy, it's jank, but the game and the story is Stalker, which is great. I'm really thinking, I've been thinking, I think I said it. What I wanted to play, give me 1 second. Yeah, what I wanted to play when we finish Final Fantasy 16. I think Stalker is still on top of the list. There's a lot of things I want to play. I got recently the, you know, the God of War PSP games? They had a port for PS3. Sorry. They had a port for PS3. And I got those. The first 2 God of Wars, the 3rd God of War, and then the other ones, I can get them on PC. But I have all the God of Wars, which I really want to replay. I have only not played Ragnarok, which I think it's either on PC or it's coming to PC soon. I'm pretty sure it already is on PC. So that's another series I want to play. There's Echo and Shadow of the Colossus, that I have right here on top of me. Some I still have to buy, like Sly Cooper, for example. I've never played those games, but I've heard very good things. I want to play them. Like Jak and Daxter, you know, those old PS2, PS3 classics. What's the other? Ratchet and Clank. I played one of those games when I was like 13, and it was a very good game. But again, well, I could play them on the PS2. I don't have to get them for the PS3. It's just PS3 is like not even easier to record, just higher quality because of the 720p or 1080p ports. Silent Hill, etc. The point is, I think it's gonna we're gonna play the first 3 Stalkers. Maybe not back to back. Maybe I will play like Stalker, then God of War, or some other game. But we'll see. Anyway, Unmarked. I read all of this yesterday and watched the first cutscene, but let's do it again just in case. And also, bitrate seems to be good now. Hopefully it stays like that. Let me just double check on the browser that I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. Yes, okay. Sid, I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue. There we go. Leviathan's dominant. I knew when Joshua mentioned Leviathan's dominant back when he was in Walud that we had to get more information somehow. It's in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. So the dame is somehow involved with Leviathan's dominant. You notice I said all this shit yesterday and I just have to repeat it. Anyway, it is interesting how the dame might be involved in this. Like, she knew of Leviathan's dominant and didn't say anything. Well, then again, maybe she just knew someone that knew someone and she didn't actually know about the dominant. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
The lost.
Yeah, exactly. I do wonder what happened.
After all this time.
And at this moment...
What now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
True, fair. After fighting with Omega,
right,
yeah.
Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
You're not gonna believe
I'm
me,
not
Otto.
sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know its provenance?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever
Well,
the
we
sender
kind of-
was,
yeah.
it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
Mm-hmm.
The dame. Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement.
Yep. Tell them,
If the
Clive.
letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
I wonder
So
if
the
it's a
Warden of
small
Wardtown
child
has
or something
finally
like that.
returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long.
So how long has
Even
it been?
Our venerable lawsman would
More
not have
than
been so
100
much as
years.
a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born.
It sounds more
Over
like
a century?
around 200 years.
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
Alright.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
True, but
And the
also he's a
twins will be at
dominant.
war again,
How are they gonna
just when humanity most needs
capture
to
him
come
or whatever?
together.
Also, look at her
Did the letter
cool
say anything
sword
else?
that we got from Omega.
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here.
I do wonder who the
Fancy
dominant
coming
is.
Anyway.
Thank you.
I,
I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
I don't think it changes the ending in any way. But I wonder if it's someone that is gonna fight us or who's gonna join us. Or like we're gonna help them. Whichever, you know? Anyway, yeah, bitrate's been good so far. We can stream without worrying, hopefully. Quest destinations for the Rising Tide are indicated with a Rising Tide marker, whatever. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. This will temporarily replace main scenario quests. Yeah, we already went through this. If you wish to restore main scenario objective to the to-do list, you can do so on the Journal tab in the main menu. Also, look at her sword. I wonder if we will get even better things this expansion. Probably, or maybe this will be more of like story. But I still think we'll get gear. And the current sword, I used all of this last stream. I don't know why I'm repeating it. Yep, go to Northreach, I understand. We have the potions. Why is my throat so... 1 second. The sword, we pretty much are all legendary. This was not new, but even this one, even though it's blue, it's like insanely good. It helps us charge our Sentetsuken basically in 2 abilities. The Omega weapon, it does so much more damage than the last sword. Look at that, that's 375. This is 410. On both. On stagger and attack. God, this sword is gonna be incredible. Anyway, we have any new... We have something at the redstone. Probably the swords. And we have something at the State of the Realm. I think probably Omega is gonna appear on the State of the Realm, maybe? Let's see. Maybe?
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. Here's the
Grand
latest
cast.
information I have.
Meeting the Echoes. Characters appearing in the Echoes of the Fallen have been added to the Grand Cast and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian in the Hideaway to learn more. Characters appearing in the Rising Tide, blah 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 blah. Okay, don't spoil me with the Rising Tide thing. We have the Hooded Miner. This person is not new. Ambrosia's not new. Where is... Is it just Hooded Miner? Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, we gotta advance it. I'm not gonna move it. Yeah, okay, here we go. First stage of Lost and Found or whatever. It doesn't put new, or we can go to the last stage of this. Tower, Crystal Traders. Is Omega here? For a second I got scared. I'm like, oh no, are these the characters from the current DLC? Well, no, we haven't met them. We can't advance. We're just here. So just the tower, no, and then is two, not servants. I don't know. I don't remember the word. Inner voice, unknown. Okay, they just appear here. Okay.
Very good.
I was hoping maybe we could see Omega and what the others thought about it. I don't know if its classification is actually like super boss, the classification of Omega, but that was the hardest boss fight so far. Like, we've been close to dying before. We've died before, but that one took everything we had to not die. We've died before because we've gotten like hit and lost all of our HP, but we still had potions and elixirs and the like. That wasn't the case with Omega. We had no potions and only like the super
Knowledge
elixirs.
hoarded is knowledge lost.
Yeah, reading the tides.
What subject shall we consider
Leviathan
today?
the Lost. Where is search by keyword? Search by name. Omega or Iconoclastic Defense System Omega 1. Yeah, also in this universe, Omega is basically a man-made icon. Was the Sage Spire's last line of defense in the preservation of its most valuable asset, the artificial heart. Capable of warping the very geometries that define our world, the Magitech construction was likely one of the most powerful weapons ever created by the Fallen. Yeah. Omicron? Oh, that's this dude. Which was not an easy fight, but it wasn't that hard either. But that last DLC, it was so good. It was actually so good, and it was very fun. You know, I think that's the most important part. Well, it goes hand in hand, you know. How fun it is also depends on how good it is, basically, right? I'm gonna watch my stream, and it looks like it's tiring a bit, but I'm pretty sure that's just the low FPS. Yeah, that it's just the low FPS. It looks crazy on Twitch. Well, not like crazy. It looks better now. Might have been like a little drop in our network, but no, I think it's just more of like just in-game FPS. See how YouTube looks. Just that YouTube looks fine. Twitch looks stuttery for some reason, huh? Could it be maybe my like PC? Let me just check on my phone. So my connection is fine, it's on the green. Let's see. It might, you know what it might be? It might be that my PC is being used so much that it looks laggy on the browser. This is just the playback on the browser. No, it looks fine now. Pretty strange.
They'll come back.
Just test it a little bit more.
About it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Yeah. A little bit difficult to see, but I'm pretty sure that it's what I said. It's not the stream that looks laggy. It's that it happens when I run this way. It's that my computer is so like starved of resources that the browser looks stuttery. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I just wanted to double check that the stream on Twitch was actually fine for viewers. That's what it is. It's that it has no 99% on the GPU, no power to play back video. Anyway, let's go over to the game. Finally play Final Fantasy 16 again. After half a week of falling asleep way too early and a day of super bad internet. We're so back. We are so back. Also, the week I was gone,
To the Vale it is then.
I got into Magic the Gathering. I wanted to get back into Pokemon collecting, but I ended up going through like a Magic rabbit hole. I think I've talked about it on stream. I watched a bunch of Wobby Magic videos and Carly's skill check and the professor from Telarian Community College, and I decided to switch to Magic because I can also play, you know. That was one of the things about Pokemon that I really like, the art on the cards and collecting. I wanted to play as well, so
But enough talk. How about we
I was like, why not get into Magic? So that's what he did. I bought a whole.
The veil, my lord.
Oh, here you are, Layla. Yeah, but not what you're talking about. So I got into Magic. I bought a Foundations Play Booster box and a Precon Eldrazi Unbounded deck. We'll see how that goes. I thought about opening the Play Booster box on stream, but I don't have a camera set up, and I don't know how fun it would be for others to watch that, since it's not a collector's box. I'll probably just open it in private. Maybe do like a Twitter post if I get any hits. And Blue Sky, on Blue Sky.
I'm looking for a Layla.
We post on Blue Sky now too.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
I don't think Joe like that. That's not what we're here for.
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
But damn, she was willing to take 3 people on.
You. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Now her demeanor changed.
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here.
Layla, it's
There's only
fine.
so much I can tell
It's
you.
not like we're after you. Just give us the
Specifically?
information you have and we'll be on our way.
Location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
I'm gonna guess that's
Actually,
all.
One thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Oh, no doubt I am hyped to try out this new sword.
Few venture into the Royal Meadows anymore. So you won't be overheard.
Understandable. I wonder why the Leviathan dominant wants so much
Does anyone else
secrecy.
think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Yep. They are right. I don't think it's strange. What I think is strange is that the dominant has been hiding for so long. Maybe it was maybe it's like a baby or a small child. It's either a baby, a small child, or an old man. If it's like a normal young dude or woman, I'm gonna be very surprised.
Northreach welcomes you, Clive.
I was really wanting to know if we could ask her anything. There we go.
Forgive me, Clive.
You doubtless have questions. Well, knowing what you know, I trust you understand why it would not do to speak of such matters
Do as
here.
Layla told you.
And should your curiosity be left unsatisfied, come and see me again.
We really mustn't stop meeting like this.
Okay. So we gotta exit through down here and go to the rising
The
tide.
garrison may have kept the whites from the wall.
Oh, Doggy Bird is streaming
Haven't seen any of those
Stalker 2 tonight.
blue-eyed fiends.
He goes live in like 30 minutes. I just got the notification.
Do be careful.
Wonder if she's sponsored. I think she must be. I really want to play Stalker, especially the first 3, because I've never played them. I've heard great things. I know the book and the movie, but I haven't played the games. But you know, I'm all for super jank RPGs, especially of the interesting kind. Yeah, I was hoping we would get monsters,
The
but
tent is
nope.
where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
There is no one here. Maybe they left. Maybe they got ambushed.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Maybe it's a investigation we gotta do. Search the area around the tent. There's a boat here. Someone came from another continent. Walud? I don't think Walud
Boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs
is
to.
that way. Walud's the other way, right? Yeah, Walud's over here. Well, they could have done this kind of travel if they were on Walud, or they could have come from anywhere further, what, northwest? Huh. Interesting.
The embers are still warm.
Someone was here recently.
So you're Sid.
Oh, there she is. And you are? She might be the dominant. No, she has more like soldier's
I
armor.
suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
I don't think we have heard that accent before.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born.
Huh.
A people
it's-
notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though
So maybe
we've
that is
managed
why-
to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Maybe that's why they return now, because both of those
Along
are
with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
Wave.
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
We have never heard about that
Since
before,
the
have
fall
we?
of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage,
Okay, so it can't be a small child then.
moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Okay, we're gonna be
Rescuing.
fighting. No,
Yes.
rescuing?
You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place.
Oh, you want me to steal their
And ours is
powers?
about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
Yep.
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
Okay, there we go.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may
I
seem,
am still a little bit confused.
something tells me you speak in earnest.
So the tribe
we will
wanted
do what
to
we
a
can
slave
for your
Leviathan.
dominant.
He rebelled
But
and he got
first,
encased
You will
there.
tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My
Yeah, let's
people
fucking
await me
go.
there.
Lead the way.
I do wonder why was he she said in an act of rage, so he was either rebelling against someone or fighting something. Oh, oops. That's because I'm alt tab. Oh no. The Lost Cloak.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Okay, now that's one way to hide. That explains a lot, but like, why haven't anyone hit the wall
That
before?
was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Okay, so it's fake, basically, right? The rising tide.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Alright, interesting. I'm gonna guess the... God, the graphics on this game are so good. Even after playing basically the whole game in one DLC, well, we still haven't done the final mission, I'm still amazed by the graphics.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Oh, I hope they're enemies, right? I haven't used my new Omega sword. And I really want to use the sword.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
What a
Of course it
place
is.
to put a dock. Wouldn't you want it closer to the village? Homecoming. Enter... Misridia? Is that the name of the... Mysidia, sorry. So this whole continent is cloaked. Well, here's the... Oh, that's one of the... No. Here's the thing encasing Leviathan, right? It's this thing. Okay, did we activate the obelisk? Yes. Let's go. Hopefully we encounter some enemies and we can test out our new sword. Also, first time we have 5 party members. That's cool. Can we call... No. Is it this? No, I was gonna say, can we call chocobos? No. Oh, well, but
Watch
this
yourself,
place
Sid.
is beautiful.
This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning.
But again,
Please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
this place is beautiful, but again, the whole continent is dead. This place is just, like she said, it's all a glamour. I'm guessing, right? That's what I understood, if I understood correctly. Come on, any enemies? Any enemies? Get rid of the Toucan charger for now. Oh, here we go. This looks like enemies. One second. Let me get the item.
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
They're all level 52. We're level 52, right? When we killed Omega, we got to level 50. And that was, I think, the perfect way to get to level 50, honestly. By defeating Omega.
Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself,
You should. The enemies are basically all dead. Yep.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But
I was
then
gonna say-
where is your brand?
He's not...
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's in for a long wait.
I was gonna say, she's probably lived here her whole, or like most of her life. If Leviathan has been lost for over 200 years. So why would she be marked? Let's recharge our Sentetsuken for the next batch of enemies. Yeah, that's why I love that other item we have. It basically just those two attacks and our Sentetsuken is charged. God, and Sentetsuken, when I first got it, I was kind of disappointed, but when you learn to use it, it is so good. And it does so much
We're
damage.
almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Alright, let's see what your home looks like. Oh no, the bitrate's on the red. Well, the connection's on the red. The bitrate's back up. Nice. You see, if that only happens for like a second, like it just did, oh, it's going back down. Not a problem. It's rather
Few
fine.
have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
I imagine.
It's not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Oh, that looks beautiful. And then I'm guessing that's the thing encasing Leviathan. Yep.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive. How
I'm
is...
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest.
Okay, so it's not consumed, it's actually alive.
Our humble village is only a short way from here. If you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Alright, because I am very interested. Maybe the wall has kept them safe from Ultima's spells and the like. Maybe?
it's beautiful, Shula.
Yeah.
And we aim to keep it that way.
I mean, we agree with you. That's what we're fighting for on our side. Make it like this again. It's actually like so screenshot worthy. Like that part where the camera pan, it would make like a perfect wallpaper. Is there anything over here on this side? These animals are passive, right? Yeah. I wouldn't have fought them even if they were aggressive. Nothing there for now, I guess. Also, this DLC is way longer. This is not, we're not gonna be able to do this on one stream. Maybe, I think, I was gonna say maybe 2, but probably 3-4 streams.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Again, this place looks alive. Is it a glamour or is it real? Because like, more inclined to think it's real, because a glamour would only change how something looks. It wouldn't be able to like make the whole vegetation and trees and stuff, right? Nice. Yeah, let's keep the Sentetsuken for when we find a big group of enemies. Not just like 2 wolves.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Tula, any answers? Look at that. Just look. Look at the wave of frozen. Leviathan is probably in the center of it. Look at that. Again, screenshot worth, like wallpaper worthy. I think it would look sorry. I think it will look even better without the blue ether line. Even with the blue ether line, it looks, you know, interesting, like mysterious. Maybe even with it, it looks better. Maybe it is better with it. It has like that sense of mystery, not just like a picture in the moment. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice batch of enemies we can... Tentetsu can... Especially those annoying flying enemies. All dead in one strike. God, I love that ability so much. Oh, reflective fire. More legendary items. Let's see what they do. Gear. Enhances Phoenix Shift, increasing both movement, speed, and distance. Pretty good, but it's not better than this. Like, I don't think we're gonna get an item that's better than that for our Sentetsuken. Because it allows us to cast so much. It allows us to cast the Sentetsuken so much quicker. I wanna just test something, give me a second. Let the bitrate go down to the red. I wanted to see how if the preview like lagged a little bit or something, but I couldn't. Because by the time I looked at my phone, it was already back to the green, which I'd rather it be that fix itself that quickly.
Could we have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
Good question.
Clear view of the bay.
Good answer. Okay, it's in the red right now, but I'm watching the Twitch preview and it's fine. I just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't cause any other problems. Bitrate should just decrease, but I'll take that over drop frames. You know, we gotta make a compromise somewhere with the quality of internet that we have. And that's it. That's the compromise. Anything this way? I know we're supposed to go that way, but you can't give me a branching path and not expect me to take it. Yeah, see? Are there any hunts? Are there any hunts in this area? No. No, well, maybe there'll be a hunt here on the future. But right now it's just another one of the glamour stones and a beautiful river. Dude, this water has to be so cold. Every time you get in a river, they are fucking freezing. Well, the sun, well, I don't know, I can't see the sun's over there. The sun is kind of hitting it directly. It might be not warm. Not as cold as I imagine. But river water is always cold. Alright, let's go to the village. Well, I guess that's the guard. What do you need a... Well, I was gonna say, what do you need a guard if you're so hidden? But whatever.
Does
It
morning's
makes
light
sense.
return?
Oh, you even have code words? Okay, so there's problems have been caused here before if they have code words and all of that. Hey, looks nice. Haven.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties.
It's not a
You'll have to
dog,
forgive
it's a
my
nice
people
wolf.
their curiosity. We
Actually,
don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
yeah, I imagine it,
So
it
do
is.
you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
Go ahead, I'm all ears.
That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can
But it was
speak
the
more
thing on
inside
top of the mountain, but
once the place
yeah,
is ready
this makes
to
more
receive you.
sense.
It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Is it side quest time? So early? Haven Obelisk. Any side? No. Party makeup has changed. We're back to 4. But the FPS here is pretty low.
Don't look like much if you ask me.
What were you expecting me to look like? Space Marine? Okay, we'll make our way over here.
Look, that one's got a black cape.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's the leader?
Mm-hmm. You could say that, yes.
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
After what their kind did to us. It's wrong.
What are you talking about, brother? My kind did nothing. Okay, I thought we could maybe go into the house, but no. We could take a look what's all the way over there, but no, let's just go. Also, I love when they make villages with rivers running through them. It looks so like that would be the best description. Just cozy core, I think. Anyway, let's go to the, what was it called? Witten Hall.
Oh, do you think he bites?
All right, I'll keep moving.
The hound?
Yeah,
Or his master?
I knew that they were gonna. Something over here. Let's go see over here.
Who things are as pale as ghosts? Are they unwell?
I don't think so, ma'am. It's just the way they are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got chocobos.
Seems
Nice.
like one of the cairns was disturbed by an ibex.
What the fuck
As
is
if
an
we didn't have
ibex?
enough to do. Busy or not, though, need to see to it soon. Don't want the glamour unraveling.
Okay, that gate is locked. I have the suspicion that this is all a glamour. Well, like, maybe not all, but like the whole land being alive. I don't know. Maybe not.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
Alright, let's see what the tributary has to say. Guess we'll get the whole story now.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods?
Very pretty,
it might
that's
not
for
have
sure.
all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
It's better in some
There's
ways.
a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
Who?
This man, Wallius, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
I told you. I told you.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
Yeah, he's just frozen.
It
He's
would,
still a baby.
if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather.
Okay, so that's what, like
Leviathan awoke
300
within him
years?
almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses.
No,
Sadly
no.
for them, the icon sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the Surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes,
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
Alright, let's see
That
it.
is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Alright. Well, before we go, I'm gonna open a pack on Pokemon Pocket. See what we get.
Are
I'll
you
just
bound
mention
for
it
the
if we get
Wave
anything good.
tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you
Don't say
spread the
anything,
word
we did
about
not
our
get anything
guests?
good.
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
Good.
You shouldn't have
I
any
got
trouble
a
now.
full art
But just
Slowpoke.
in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
You obtained the Ceaseless Rift
That's very kind.
from Shuba.
I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's
Shula,
mutual.
sorry.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Alright.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Oh, here
Our
we go.
storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
No, that's understandable. Alright, let's see what the side quests are.
Sid,
Yeah, what do you need?
you are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you could help me.
Mm-hmm.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him.
Alright, do you have anything in
He's
mind?
a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making. So I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Easy enough.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
No, I think she wants the...
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Sure, I'll do it. But I thought you were gonna say, like, it'll be more, like, exciting or, like, different that that a outsider gives him the gift.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
That's easy enough. We can do this quest pretty quickly. And then there, I thought there was just one. There's 3. Oh, no. There's just one more. These are the objectives for the other quest, right? Yeah. I got really confused because I was like, those did not pop up before.
I'm not arguing. The child must be saved. But does it have to be them that do it?
Who else?
If not them, then who? I don't see you running off to the surge.
Don't complain if you're not gonna do anything about it. Or unless you got like some constructive criticism.
I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah, Werder wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
What's going on here?
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
The mirrors. My people believe they frighten off trespassing demons by showing them the evil in their hearts. Would you care to take a look?
Sure, I'll take a look.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Don't we already have 1 basket?
Well, I have 1, if that's any help.
Yeah, we have the other one. It's okay.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Makes sense. Also,
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard.
we'll get some explanation about this later, but I wonder what that thing up there is. It has to be the thing controlling time, because you see there's also like rocks locked in time there. Yeah, oh, she's following us? Huh. Where's the dude over there? Okay.
Hear me, my ancestors.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out, I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Alright, what's going on?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
okay.
deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The
I
only
mean,
reason
just take a look at my sword, you'll probably be interested.
is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm
pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still,
Sure thing, brother.
here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, alright?
Alright.
Can you craft the legendary sword?
Alright then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
Yeah, my
You use them
pleasure.
for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from, like.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it.
I guess you
No
could
matter how that river
somewhat
has
assume
ebbed,
that.
flowed, changed its course. The flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Sure, I'll let you know,
Well,
brother.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Alright, now that's different. Alright, so we unlocked the blacksmith through this. Oh, and we got out. Nice. Enhances Titan's iconic feat, Titan block, making it capable to block attacks from behind while restoring a small amount of the HP regain gauge. Yep, still Haven Foundry not available. Still not good enough to replace our Sentetsuken 25% more charging thing.
What is it you want?
Let's see, any special swords or anything like that? No. You can't even craft the legendaries, which, I mean, makes sense, you know?
A good tide to you.
He's not a Blackthorn. Now let's see what the other quest is for.
Where in the blue heavens has that girl got to?
Let's see.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that
That's
would freeze
fine.
you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce.
Alright, you want me to look
The
for her?
heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
No, we wouldn't mind. Not like we haven't done this a million times
course
before.
not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit is she?
Yeah, sounds like mid.
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! Should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
If she has stayed at the village,
I'll let you know if I find
he
her.
would have seen the
Try
outsiders.
not to worry.
But she left to look for the outsiders and missed them. Classic. Okay. He might have been... Did he say... No, I don't think he said... Did he say River's Edge? Maybe he did.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Just ask the guard. Have you seen...
Excuse
what was
me.
her name? Ruka?
You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
And she
Out
took
of
a
the
left.
village. Alone.
Aye, she does it all the time.
Yeah, it's still not safe.
There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little spot, that. It's safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
We were there
Well.
moments ago and she wasn't there. It would have been interesting if you could have found her and like advanced that quest.
Follow the path to the left. Ruka will be playing down by the river. Trust me.
I guess she's not leaving far from the village, but still, I think it's kind of dangerous.
This must be the path.
Yep. Also, there's an item. I mean, I think we got that item before. There she is. But yeah, we get the item again. Is she waiting for the outsiders to arrive through this river?
They're not here either.
No, we're behind you.
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name?
Mm-hmm.
Can you lot read minds?
No.
Your father asked me to
But
keep
it
an
would
eye
be
out for
funny
you.
to make her believe that we can and say
You left
yes.
without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Dude, even their eyelashes are
Everything might be a stretch.
white or ivory, whatever you want to call it. They didn't notice. Thought it was just like their hair. And then I noticed their eyebrows, and now I notice their eyelashes.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, you don't gotta apologize,
Oh,
that's
no.
okay.
It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
And all of that is
To
destroyed.
think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
After the ultimate assessor, all of that is
Thanks for
gone.
putting up with her questions. She has a lot of them.
Yeah, she's a
One
junk
of the big
child,
ones
that's normal.
being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
Of course.
Now you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go to the
Yes.
shore for supplies if you're in this
Built on top of the old
situation.
ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Yeah.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back. My wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases.
Perfect. Let's go see if we can buy
So
anything from
please,
her.
do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
It's not like we have almost a whole million gil. Ageless tallow used in crafting. Nice. Haven stores now available. I do wonder, because I thought level 50 was like the max. I'll get his dialogue later. But we keep Where is the level? There we go, level 50. But it says 109,000 XP to the next level. Is it like max out level 50? Or is there a level 51? That would be very interesting.
It's a pity nothing but the foundations were left standing. The whole storehouse made of stone would make it a lot easier to keep our supplies in good nick.
I'd imagine, yeah. Alright, let's see what they have for sale.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted?
Yeah, to look at your inventory.
I will have to charge you.
Oh, this is better. And it's not even a... And this is better too. Nice. Okay, don't worry, charge me. It's quite a bit better, 15 better. But these things are legendary and it looks so cool to have everything legendary, but...
Here you are.
Yep. Take the better.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
What do you mean if I'm sure I need it? Yeah.
Very well.
Now we don't have everything yellow or golden, but I'm sure throughout the DLC we'll get either better things or other legendaries. But hey, we have better gear. Ah, the sword though, I hope that we get a cool sword, just as this one.
What do you think the tributary sees in those outsiders?
Enough to welcome them into our midst, and so we must do the same.
Mm-hmm. Before we go for the exit of the village.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
Give me 1 second, I will be right back. Sorry. Alright, we can continue. So, let's see. It's been an hour and a half. I think we could probably go another hour and a half before I start dying and falling asleep. But I also should stay asleep, stay awake a lot longer so that we can get back on that long streaming routine. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Just see what happens.
Suddenly, there were curs everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn limb from limb.
All you could do. And there I was thinking you were a bearer.
Everyone in the village I'm bearer. I think everyone is.
You're Lady Shula's friend, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Shula says that if I want to be tributary one day, I have to learn my letters just like she did. But what good are letters against a Tombury's knife?
What does one thing have to do with the other? Your letters aren't for fighting, for learning. And well, maybe fighting in other
Off
ways.
to the surge, are you? Well, just you stay close to the tributary. We don't want you getting lost in the forest.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not gonna wander off.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
I guess we are, but like, how else are we? Maybe like a river or something. Also, man, you can't put me in this open space world and not expect me to want to just explore. Like, why is there a path all the way over here? Look at how big this region is compared to the tower, which was like a one-way dungeon. Which, don't get me wrong, the tower was very interesting and cool. It expanded a lot on the Fallen. But still, let's charge our Sentetsuken. Okay, good thing that one of... Okay, come on. Stand up, Clive. There. Don't... That's 100% bullshit. And then we missed. We used the wrong attack.
Route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets out?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
Oh, okay. I'm stupid. What actually happened was that the whole region flooded. How long to our dancing steel? Okay. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring it down and then use our dancing steel, but I guess our sword is too powerful. We'll find the enemies up ahead. Anyway, I'll keep to the path for now. Where are the... He said 2 boats. Oh, they're big boats. I thought there were like 2 like boats like the ones we came in, but no. I'll take care of the spiders, don't worry. And there we can have our Sentetsuken. Oh, still one alive. Thought he killed this one. Huh? Anyway. Yeah, they're big boats. Yeah, the whole region flooded. Makes a lot more sense now. There's also an obelisk on this side, I think. Which will probably get it, or something. No, that looks like the ether that comes up from the obelisks. Anyway, are these Tonberries? Holy shit, we haven't seen Tonberries before.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Oh, yeah, I know what Tonberries are. They're cute. And they're all dead. But look at the little Tonberries. The Tonberries are so cute. But yeah, they'll stab you to death. As we've seen in every single Final Fantasy, I think. Well, every single Final Fantasy they are in. let's keep moving. Let's recharge our Sentetsuken. Yeah, we should probably start off with this attack before enemies get too low on health and a party member kills them, or we miss the whole attack for a dumb reason. Probably get both of them in one hit. No. Yep. Party members kill everything fast too. Give me 1 second, let me plug my phone into the charger. More items. We're going the correct way, right? Yes. Another huge ship. Or well, front of a huge ship.
I can smell the sea.
Yeah.
It's not far now.
Yeah, that you can do. The sea has a very distinctive smell. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. I told you it was a baby. I don't know why I had that suspicion. I had that very big suspicion it was either a baby or a very old man.
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
But not for the reasons that they said. I wasn't expecting that. What I was expecting was that it was like just born. Or it had been alive for so long and stayed hidden. Can we call...
I doubt even Ambrosia could find me here.
Dude, we should have brought Ambrosia somehow. Even if it doesn't make sense story-wise.
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Wait, so you know what's gonna be troublesome? Once we undo the spell or whatever, he's still gonna be thrashing about. He's still gonna want to flood the whole island. So, like... what do we do? Like, I get it, we fight the Leviathan, but I only know how to kill icons. I can take the icon from him, but I don't think that's what people here want, and up to a point it's not even their own choice. They're not the dominant, it's the baby. Well, we'll see. Nice. Deadly bridge.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge.
Mm-hmm.
But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip,
we'll just be able to
there
walk in it.
There is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
Yeah.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
No, that's true. That was Odin. Which he somehow fucking split the waves. Alright. Yeah, that's the surge is what it's called. I don't think it was this thing, I don't think it appeared here on the map. It would have been cool to have it, but it would have been a big spoiler if it appeared like randomly. I will have to go back and check. Yeah, it's just a frozen wave, which looks beautiful. I wonder if the icon is still in its icon form, or the baby. I'm gonna guess it's an icon, right?
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
I think it's more of a choice.
You misunderstand.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe he's not, like, paused in time. Maybe the time is just suspended around him, but he
Forest
can
grows
still...
quickly here. Left unattended,
See?
the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Because that would maybe hint to some of the suffering she says. Like, imagine being just stagnant in time, but you can see everything around you.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Yeah.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. Yeah.
It's not.
There. Up ahead.
Alright. Let's see what the state of the icon is and the dominant. Oh, holy shit, this is a whole crater.
Down in the center. Follow me.
How are you planning to go up? You need like a shovel to carve a path. If it's curved, there's no way. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's just a baby.
He's still primed.
A primed baby.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Well, here's a good thing.
Then I'll ease
We
his
fight
burden.
those kinds of
You
people.
don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Walius's icon?
I tell you, you're a madman.
Yeah, we've done that a million times.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done.
Not a million. 6.
Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child,
Now I'm really wondering if we get Leviathan's
there will be
powers.
no end to his suffering.
I don't know if it's... Yeah.
And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Are we gonna do it while he's in stasis? I don't think it's gonna work.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Is it gonna work? Oh, it seems like it is. No.
It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. He's summoning
He wasn't just afraid. He was
the
angry.
things like
All right.
Benedicta.
Let's see what you've given me.
Oh, but we do get a new iconic power. That's sweet. Power of Water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with the Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Crossed Swell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Ability details are found on the ability tab in the main menu. Right? I'm gonna guess that the baby has not been completely removed of Leviathan. It's still gonna prime and we're still gonna have to fight it at some time. That's just my current theory. Leviathan's iconic feat Serpent's Cry can be used to summon to Clive's off arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Press square while in this state will unleash a tidal torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet water, a tidal stream, at enemies situated just outside melee range. Okay. Using these attacks will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is emptied. The gauge will slowly replenish over time, but it can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time. Second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. The tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. While using Serpent Cry, press R1 again while dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. That's good. Cool. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling in square. Only Leviathan's abilities are available during this battle. Right?
No, just an eggy. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, I missed the...
Oh, look. As friends.
Let's check out what the this ability does. Oh. Okay. Now let's check out what this does. Okay, those are good. I wonder how much the damage does this. Quite a bit. Also, it's good that it can hit like multiple enemies. No, I wanna... How do I take it off? Like... Okay, seems like that's a way shorter range than I thought. Can we just prime also? Repeal. Land 300 tidal attacks combined. What? Pericles. Okay, I'm not convinced on Leviathan's abilities. I still think the setup we had before was the best, but we'll have to see.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know.
I think
He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
No, that makes a lot of
It's
sense.
not that simple.
But yeah.
I wish it were, but... There's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
I think the kid still has some... Well, they always have the powers that remain, you know? Even after Clive takes the icon. Like, Jill still has...
So, part
Eva.
of Leviathan is inside you now, is it?
Yep, correct.
Does it hurt?
No.
Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
What else could it... What else could be Leviathan channeled? We got one more. Now that I look at it, it makes a lot more sense. It's just because we didn't have like a missing hole here. It made a lot more sense that we were gonna get Leviathan, because it looks a lot more symmetrical now. I think that would be the word. See? One on the top, one on the bottom, 3 on the sides. Also, we have 13,000 ability points. We can just master everything here. Okay, so this does... We already know that. This does the... that. This... I think the big attack with Leviathan is this. Alright, then this one should be... the ultimate. Holy shit. We would have to test it, because I really think that our current setup is the best. It does have the powerful ranged attack, that is true, but still. It's no 5-star attack. Well, this one isn't either, but the... this one is. This one... Well, this one staggers a lot, it says. This is 4 stars. I don't know. I think they should have made it stronger. but I am glad.
Do you think they save warriors?
We'll find out soon enough, son.
I do like that we got the powers though, and then we got it early into the DLC, so that we can use them. Now I do wonder what Ultima would think. I just wanted to check something. Intel XE, yes. Dynamic, yes, okay. There's just some spaces where I can see. You see like the edges of the items? It looks like the upscaling is not doing that well. Huh.
Yes, my lord.
I'm not going
Till
through all
next
that
our streams
conversation.
cross.
At least not now. Yeah, DLSS is always much better. It's just... Where's the 5080 NVIDIA? Alright, let's see what the rest of the story is.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago.
Yeah, I see, like, so 200 years.
But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The
what is
first
that?
was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
Huh.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart.
We've seen how it goes before, it doesn't work out.
A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon.
They couldn't have waited until he controlled the icon?
Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived,
I'm gonna guess it's
the
fallen
land was
bullshittery.
uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak.
She was a fallen?
Her body
Probably?
had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late.
Drake's Eye was...
As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled
The
her to
old
this
one, right?
forsaken place to live out the few days she had left.
No, the...
Knowing her
okay.
suffering, our
first
ancestors
one.
cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end,
No,
and
okay.
prosperity visit us once more.
Look for a map. No, Drake's Eye was on this continent, which it fell before,
And
probably.
all it would require
It wasn't her
was
doing.
the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the mother crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Others?
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall
Hey Gaia, how are you doing?
The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once.
Doing
I fear
good?
time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Glad to hear it. We're doing DLC for Final Fantasy XVI. So if you care about being spoiled, this is like
The Vare is not
the
easy
very
to
end
find.
of
We
the
must
game.
first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Start of the second DLC, but the very end of the game. Funny enough, this game, the DLC starts after the whole story, but before the final mission. So that's what we're doing. We're just missing one mission of the game,
You don't think he's...
but we gotta do the DLC first.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Okay, I wasn't expecting this, so we got a sword, a new sword. Hide Strike. It looks cool, but it does less damage. I mean, we do have a fucking legendary super
Flawless.
sword from the first DLC. Let's just see what it looks like.
Side to you.
Oh, it looks cool. It looks very cool. I really like the blue it has. Anyway, we are of course changing it for our Omega. What is this? 4 side quests? Really? 4? Sure, let's do them.
I can't go on like this.
Don't
My brother
say
in Christ,
that.
what are you dying
Just
from?
try to breathe. That's it.
I don't think he's breathing.
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Oh no.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too,
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with
What
it.
kind of sickness did we bring with us?
And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I mean, we're already here. Let's help.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Alright, let's see what we find out. I'm thinking it's we infected him with something.
Oh, do you need something?
Yep.
I do. Though not from the forge. Fanit asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
Hey brother, don't
It's
worry
no
about
trouble,
it.
Really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that.
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends.
Alright, let's go and ask him, I
Maybe he
guess.
knows something I don't.
Mm-hmm. But I'm
Maybe.
thinking.
I'll go and speak with him.
Let's go and speak with him. Look how all the other quests are hidden. We're doing one side quest, so you don't get like confused. Although, well, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I just look this way, yep, we can see the others. But they are like faded, like shadowed, whatever the word is. Let's see if this guy knows anything.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazier, is it not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Well, you'll be
Fanny doesn't know
surprised.
either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods.
The woods?
Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go.
Huh.
It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. Well, he never told me anyway.
Should we like go
That
to
certainly does
investigate?
sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanit is looking for. Thank you.
Ah, don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
Yeah, sure thing.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
I can hardly believe it. Talor of all people. Oh, though I suppose we're both getting on a bit.
Yeah, if you say so.
Almost time for harvest then.
Aye, and still the heads aren't heavy. Must be salt in the soil.
That's a lot of I don't know the word in English. Grain? Would this be? No, I don't know. I don't know the word. Point is, that's a lot. Also, the dame knows about this place. Huh. How did the dame come to know of this place? Probably because he saw them since they landed near her shores. Let's see if our information helps out.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive.
Something,
was one
yeah,
thing.
somewhat.
Blazier, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast.
Yeah, rings any bells?
Surely not. But then
Just out with it.
I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries. You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
Yeah, I know the Tomberries.
You think they may have caused Talor's illness?
Poison, maybe?
At least in a way, and if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, no, it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me?
Sure.
There's an altar there, and if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please, I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Okay, I'll go do the thing.
Very well.
But I can probably piece the story together. We didn't have to ask Clive.
There's an old altar in the forests of Father's Fell where the Tombries sometimes congregate. If you leave now, it might not be too late.
My guess is the Thornberries like stole something from him, something like that. Oh no, if we go here, we're gonna advance the quest, the main quest, which I don't want to do. Is there any way to... Okay, we gotta teleport all the way over here and travel here just to not do the main quest. But okay, we'll do that. My guess is they took something from him, from the from him, and put it at the altar as a sacrifice that would like poison him or something like that, and eventually he'll die. They'll take his soul or whatever, you know, Thornberry magic. Oh look, an item over there. I should really stop going for items. We have like, we don't have like 99 of every, like 999 of everything, but we don't need anything really. Like anything that we're gonna craft, it's just gonna be legendary items from now on. I think first time we came, we took this path. So let's take this one instead this time. At least I think. Not 100% sure which path we took first time. Oh no. Okay, I was gonna let you live, but nope, not after that annoying thing you just did. Yeah, it's also a level 50. I forget that all the enemies here are level 50, so they are basically as difficult as it's gonna get. However, we do have our Sentetsuken. We could probably get him with this one and then charge another one quickly. Or actually, let's use our other abilities while we're primed. Okay, now let's charge our other Sentetsuken. Come on, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him before he... Nice. Yeah, I think this second Sentetsuken will be enough to kill him. Done. Nice. Also, they're made... I wonder what that orb is. That's what they are made of, but I wonder what it is. If there's any lore behind it in game. Probably is. Oh no, these annoying flying monsters. And the big ass turtle. I'll charge my Sentetsuken with the spiders instead. Also that when we arrive to the quest objective, we have a Sentetsuken. But I know there's gonna be like a bunch of Thornberries, right? There was an item somewhere. Yeah. Here. I'll leave the turtle alone for now. Again, the quest is here. Now it's here. Didn't we have to meet like at the gate? Oh no, maybe teleporting advance the quest. Maybe if we teleport back to the village, it'll reset to where it was. Point is, let's not activate the main quest. We'll see what happens. I'll take the risk of maybe like we accidentally skipped a little part. We can just search on YouTube. But I think it'll reset once we teleport back to the village.
What I know about beastmen is that they love to hide in the dark.
Yeah, a bunch of them are gonna pop on. There they are. I thought they were gonna pop out like out of nowhere, but no. They're here on plain sight. There's the altar. Here's the Thornberries doing their Thornberry magic.
What
They're
are they
so
up to?
cute though.
Some sort of ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to disturb you.
You won't last long, Thornberry, so don't worry. Nice. Is there a second wave? Yep. This dude didn't even move. He just straight up just let me dancing steal him. Which is fine, I'm not complaining. Just found it funny. I don't think there's gonna be another wave, so let's just end them all. I think there is. Yeah. I was gonna say, and if there is, we can just deal with them. Although, you know what I'd like to see? A Thornberry boss. It's probably just gonna be a huge Thornberry, but still. That would be fun.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
Probably something of his. And they were like sacrificing him or whatever. Yep. A necklace.
Silver chain.
Clive, she said to
I
take
doubt
it.
the Tomberries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
So take it quickly. Oh, my eyes. Let's go back to planet. And hope that the quest resets back to its original. No. Damn, we missed the cutscene here. Let's do something. Let's save. Do a manual save right here. And let's load. 22:12, 22:11, 22:09, 22:08. I think like 22:05. No, even before 22:05. What about 22? Okay, yeah. This seems like it. Let's go over here, see if it's just a little talk. Or if it's just leaving the village.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Hail, stranger.
And once everyone left me in peace.
After the fall of our ancestors' mother crystal, the motes of water wandered the twins for centuries. It wasn't until the binding of poor Wallius that we put down our roots here. And since that day, we've lived in hope that he might one day be set free, and our great-grandfather's wrongs made right.
Alright, so, okay. Okay, so we didn't miss anything. It was just reach here. I just wanted to make sure we hadn't like skipped any cutscene or dialogue or anything. We can load back our manual save. And finish the quest. Nice.
You're back. Well, did you find anything?
Mm-hmm. We did.
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Can you explain?
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tomberries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tomberries are.
They are?
They feed on hatred and suffering.
Yeah, we know that.
And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
Okay.
So you think someone's put a Tomberry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
What?
I beg your pardon.
Okay, now you lost me.
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another
Yeah, okay.
eye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Griega's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
I think that's
Not that he ever told me.
where the story's gonna go.
Now, let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help.
This quest is gonna have a part 2, isn't there?
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this.
Alright,
We
whatever
call
it
it
is,
an
thank you.
Adderstone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out
interesting.
like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise. If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
You didn't
I
have
am,
to add
thank you.
that last part. We are
I'll be
interested,
sure
yeah.
to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
Okay, I think this quest is gonna have a part 2. Because we still have questions unanswered. But we did get the Adderstone and the Serpent Ring design draft. Huh. 4 rings believed to channel the mind of the icon Leviathan. Okay. I don't think we're gonna use Leviathan. I'll probably give it a try. I really should give it a try in before it's like Odin's ability. Serpent rings. You have obtained the iconic for when equipped enhance the iconic abilities to create the silence. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's how it looks. I was wondering if they like rang. He said that they rang, so I was wondering if it was like audio. Some Ackerman location will differ between action story and Final Fantasy mode. I believe we're on Final Fantasy mode, right? What is... How do I see that? Oh. Let me Google real quick. Final Fantasy 16. Action... Story versus Final Fantasy mode? Final Fantasy mode is New Game Plus. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy mode is just New Game Plus. And then the other is Story versus Action mode. Okay, understood. So we're playing Action currently. Dromai Striker. He has a level? Oh, this looks way cooler. Good Torgo. Gooder Torgo. Leave him. No, let's make him look cool. But how do we level him up? Oh, interesting. I didn't know he had a level. So what other quests do we do? I think we should do one of these. And then maybe leave the other two for tomorrow, maybe? We'll see, we'll see. Because I am feeling very tired. And again, I should have... Maybe if I had, like,
No sign of the child.
coffee or something, I could stay up a lot longer. So I want to continue playing. The story is very interesting so far. Especially for this DLC. But I can't lie, I am so tired.
Speak with you a moment.
Like, if I laid down in my bed right now, even with the lights on, I'd fall asleep immediately.
There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Sure, what do you need?
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious then.
Yes. I think we might have company.
I'm sorry?
I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so
You
I
sure it's
didn't
not
say
a
anything,
Thornberry?
But the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it
I mean, it's
could
not
just be
impossible.
my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother.
We weren't
But
on
if
that area.
it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
Very well, but that he won't try to hurt you, believe
Very
me,
well.
makes me think that you know that there's someone
Whether
there.
the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword
Yeah, I
unless
think
need
she
to.
knows that there is someone up there.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
Mm-hmm.
The customer?
I'll explain later. Come on.
Customer. Was she working for the dame?
The figure I saw was about halfway up the cloak. That's our name for the mountain you crossed to get here.
Or was she selling things and then someone followed her?
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough left.
What was your name? Shula? Shula, do you want to explain? Also, where is... Joshua, is he not in our party? Where is it? Attributes. Here, yeah. Where the heck is Joshua? We lost Joshua somewhere along the road, apparently. Oh no, okay, I'm dumb. I remember Clive said someone should stay behind. So probably Joshua just stayed behind at the village. For when we go to the main story quest, in case like something happens. He said up on the rocks, right? Wait, before we inspect, let me get the item. Okay. Now we can inspect.
A bottle. Breath of the Arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive too.
Shula?
Who's there? Stop!
Brother, you've been seen. Clive, run faster. There we go. The... Oh, this idiot.
No! Hang on! I'm coming!
So, you really get cornered here? Out of all the places to run, you really run to the end of a cliff. That seems intelligent to you? Okay, here we go. Enemies are done for. Alright, let's speak with this idiot. How are you doing, brother?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved. Oh, I could kiss you.
Okay, you can say
Maybe
that.
you should introduce yourself
Yeah,
first.
exactly.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary. It's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Someone gonna tell me the story?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients? We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each
Oh,
other's
you
ears.
idiot.
And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family.
Oh my
And
god.
I told you not
This
to look for
dude.
me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to
Do you want me to hit him on the back of the head with a
Hervey.
sword?
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you.
Yeah, exactly. There we
Eyes
go.
like the ocean.
Start talking.
Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
It must have been Shula bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply
my-
because you saw a woman with white hair.
My fucking
And as I
god.
did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue.
Brother,
That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervé. And now that you know about this place, neither can you.
Alright, so do you marry him or do we throw him off the
We
cliff?
must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
We can.
To meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
You know we can throw him off the cliff, right?
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
You're gonna fucking stone that dude. No,
To the
no.
end of the world and beyond.
You should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself. I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not your fault. That guy would have gotten on the boat and rowed alone if he only had like a faint hope. Yeah, they're fucking him up there.
Forgive me.
No, you're fine.
There's nothing to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our
You
sanctuary,
don't have to explain yourself, I
there are
understand.
certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
Mm-hmm.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale.
That's how
and in
the dame knows about
a
them.
second mother. I also found Hervé.
Mm-hmm.
But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown.
I imagine.
Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before. Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Just ask her if she's
Thank
gonna
you,
marry the guy or not.
Tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
Uh-huh, yeah, and you know
I will
what
take
happens?
that into consideration. But yours
To a
is not
fool
the
on
only
his head.
voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, Tributary. However long it takes. Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Well, I mean, if you want to be together, you gotta, like, say it. Might save his life. Ageless mullet used in crafting. Alright.
I left Hervé because I couldn't turn my back on my family. And now his life hangs in the balance.
What does he have to
I
say?
don't care what happens to me. Now I've found my little canary.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Do we do the last two quests? think I'll leave this to quest for tomorrow. Since I'm tired now and first stream back, let's make it a short one. I think it's a good place to end. Tomorrow we'll try out Leviathan's abilities. I didn't feel like doing that tonight. But we'll try this out tomorrow. Hopefully they're good. I'm also just gonna Google out of curiosity how good they are. But internet, bitrate and internet was pretty good. Pretty good. Like, it was unusable yesterday. It's been pretty good today. It's been mostly on the green. It's dropped here and there, but like 90% of the time it's been on the green, which is what we want. Anyway, there's our save the game, and this will be it for today. I'll return tomorrow, hopefully, with more Final Fantasy 16, so that we can free, what was his name? Walgus? Free Walgus. Or fight Leviathan. Whichever it is. Anyway, for now, I am out.